Welcome. All right, today we are tackling one of the biggest headaches you'll face when you first move to Japan, getting a mobile phone plan. We're going to break it all down, step by step, and focus on what seems to be the top choice for most foreign residents.
Okay, so let's dive right in. This is a huge point of stress for so many newcomers. You're trying to set up a brand new life, and a local phone number is absolutely essential for everything. But the whole process can feel, well, pretty intimidating. And this quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. It captures that very real anxiety a lot of us feel. But let's just get this out of the way right now. The answer is yes. You can absolutely get a mobile phone contract in Japan as a foreigner. The real question isn't if you can, but how to navigate the system. So here's the thing. The challenge isn't really about being allowed to get a contract. It's about figuring out a system with a few moving parts. The right plan for you might depend on your visa, how long you're planning to stay, and of course having all the right documents ready to go. It can feel kind of complicated at first glance.
So, with all those challenges in mind, what's the go-to solution for so many foreigners? Well, the data actually points to one really clear answer that seems to simplify this whole process.
Take a look at this. A recent survey shows Rakuten Mobile is the #1 choice for foreign residents, hands down. They've captured 21% of the market. That's a pretty significant lead over the big traditional carriers like SoftBank and Docomo. And you have to ask, why is it so popular? Well, it really comes down to a few key things that directly solve the problems we just talked about. First, it's simple, so it cuts through all that confusion. It's also flexible, which is perfect if you're not 100% sure about your long-term plans. And maybe best of all, it really feels like it was built with a global user in mind.
So all of that feeds right into their plan, which is so refreshingly simple because, well, there's only one. It's called the Rakuten Strongest Plan, and it basically works on a pay-for-what-you-use model. And here's exactly how that works. If you're a light user and stay under 3 gigabytes, you're paying just over 1,000 yen. Use between 3 and 20 gigs, and it's about 2,100 yen. But here's the best part. If you go over 20 gigs, your bill is capped at 3,278 yen for completely unlimited data. So you never ever get a surprise bill.
Now check this out. Here's a little trick for how you can completely avoid call charges. If you use their special app called Rakuten Link, all of your domestic calls are totally free. And it gets even better. Calls to 65 different countries are also free. But if you use your phone's regular standard calling app, you'll pay by the minute. It's a massive incentive to just use their app. And this service isn't just about your life in Japan. It's really designed to keep you connected to home and, wherever else your travels might take you. So get this, your plan includes 2 gigabytes of free, high-speed data roaming every single month when you travel outside of Japan. And this isn't just for 1 or 2 countries. It covers over 90 countries and regions.
This is a game changer. It means you can go home for a visit or take a holiday without all that stress of buying a new SIM card every single time. Once you use up your 2 gigs of high-speed data, you still get unlimited data at a slower speed, completely free. And if you need more speed, it's just 500 yen for another gigabyte. They even throw in free in-flight data on some airlines. It's pretty amazing.
Okay, so you're probably thinking, this sounds pretty good. How do I actually get started? Well, it's way more straightforward than you might think, and it's really designed with foreign residents in mind.
First things first, you'll just want to get these 3 things together to make the whole process super smooth. Your residence card, a credit card, or a Japanese bank account for payment, and an email address. That's literally it.
And here is the simple 5-step online process. The best part is you can do this from anywhere, anytime. You just choose your plan, pick your SIM type, enter your info, upload a quick picture of your ID, set up your payment, and you are done. And if your phone is eSIM compatible, which just means you don't need a physical SIM card, you can be up and running in as little as an hour. Now, if you're someone who prefers in-person support, that's an option too. No problem. You can just walk into a physical Rakuten mobile store, or you can even sign up the moment you land at their counters in Narita and Chubu Centraire International airports, so you can get set up immediately. All right, let's do a quick wrap-up and summarize why this approach seems to work so well for foreigners and what the key takeaways are from all this.
At its core, what we're looking at is a service that gives you really high value. Things like unlimited data and free calls without locking you into some long-term rigid commitment. It's really all about giving you control and just removing those typical stress points.
So these are really the 4 pillars that make it so compelling. First, it's cost-effective, with that hard cap on your bill. Second, it's totally flexible, so you can cancel anytime with no penalty. Third, it keeps you connected when you travel. And finally, the whole sign-up process is accessible and just built for you.
And really, that's the whole point, isn't it? With one of the biggest logistical hurdles out of the way, you're now free to focus on everything else Japan has to offer. Getting your phone sorted is such a crucial first step, and just knowing your options makes it all that much easier.